NBC News dropping a dime on the president with a new expose, and it is a doozy. Biden is annoyed that his staff is always rushing to correct his gaffes because it undermines his credibility and his authenticity. The president also reportedly frustrated with how badly his administration is being run. No kidding. And he says his fellow Democrats do not defend him enough in the media, even though it's overwhelmingly liberal. Jessica, the media is comprised entirely almost of Democrats, and almost always they're defending Joe Biden. What does that say when you have the president complaining about a lack of defense?
Every president complains about their coverage. It's just the way it goes.
Democrats should never complain. They should be grateful.
I'll let them know. Stop complaining. Yesterday, the inflation conversation and gas prices, I think, took a very serious turn, with Janet Yellen giving an interview where she said that she was wrong about what was going to happen with inflation. And now Steve Ratner and Larry Summers both together with the same point about the spending bill. And it's interesting because there's a division now amongst Democrats who, one side feels like we should just acknowledge that the American Rescue Act had this effect, that we still stand by it as policy and that the country needed it at this time, but that something was done wrong. And then the White House is more dug in on the I'm not going to admit anything. And it'll be really interesting going forward to see how candidates are taking this, because it's going to be very split. In purple districts, you're going to see people saying, I voted for this because I thought it was the right thing to do. It has had this negative effect, and we need to watch what we do in terms of big spending bills going forward in the last 2 years before the next general election. That didn't answer your question,
no,
but I'm glad I got it out there.
It's okay. Get it off your chest. Judge, you noticed this NBC report, and they're not talking about Joe solving problems with gas prices, no new solutions on inflation. He's just lashing out at everybody. What does that tell you?
Well, I think that what it tells me is he's not really in control. I mean, what I want to know is who keeps correcting him, Joe. Why don't you find out who's correcting you and then let the person go if you're upset with them for correcting everything that you're saying. But if you're so clueless you don't know who's correcting you, then you pretty much deserve what you got. I think that one of the problems is that, no one, forget about people going on television to support him. They don't even want him in their district.
Yeah.
I mean, and, this guy's got the lowest presidential approval ratings ever. Am I wrong? I think it's ever. No one's beaten him.
No,
So he just beat his way to the bottom. And you know what? No one's worked harder or earned it more.
You beat your way to the bottom with the best of them, don't you, Greg? You sick son of a...
Nothing but red flags.
All right.
It's only Wednesday.
I like the fact that he claims he's not getting enough credit. It's like, oh, yeah, sure, gas prices are so high, but that means you could spend more time at home with your family. And think of all the money you save on travel mugs and bumper stickers. To continue the car analogy, we were sold a lemon. And if a lemon could talk, it would tell you it's your fault for buying him. But it's not the voters' fault at all, because they were sold the lemon under false pretenses.
Right.
They rolled back the odometer, right? They gave it a new paint job, put on some new rims. Here's Joe, just like new, except he's a moderate, just like old Joe. He's great for road trips and unifying. And then it turns out everything was a con job. The irony of this whole thing is that Trump got blamed for being a salesman, right? When basically all he was trying to do was sell himself. And then when he became president, sell America to the world. That was his job. Biden was the sale of the century, a con job orchestrated by the far left in order to get him in so they could fill him with their progressive agenda. It's probably one of the greatest bait and switches in political history, and we're alive to see it.
It is a very nice time to be alive. Shannon, when you read this NBC News report and you see this one line where he says he doesn't like how his administration is being run, he's the chief executive. He's the one running the administration. Yeah. He can change and fire and do whatever he wants.
And apparently that's how the American people feel as well, because in all the most recent rounds of polling, he is down double digits with people who voted for him, young voters, black voters, Latino voters, independents. Like, this is going to be a nightmare for him if he doesn't turn around something before the midterms. The economy, everybody now admits, including his advisors, is not going to get better before it gets worse. And even with this baby formula thing, those are the kinds of things that people vote on, filling up their gas tank, putting food on the table. Now today they're saying, even with these shipments coming in, the Wall Street Journal says the shortage is actually going to get worse on baby formula, and it will take months
and no popcorn
to fix that. Don't even get started of my popcorn.
No popcorn?
Don't.
There's going to
Yeah.
be a shortage.
I fill up my gas
Popcorn
tank
shortage?
with baby formula. That's how bad it's got.
would do
I
popcorn.
can't. Yes.
So when the engine gets hot,
I have popcorn and I have baby formula in my gas
At
tank.
the same time.
At the same time.
And a bunch of
Solving
red
problems.
flags.
All right.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.